Hello, welcome to another Geography podcast with myself, Mr. Baxter, and the guest today, the man that shares the same silky tones to his voice as myself, is Mr. Foster. Say hello, Mr. Foster.
Hello, it really is Mr. Foster. It's not Mr. Baxter talking to himself.
Just before we start, Mr. Allsop revealed your nickname yesterday.
Right.
Do you know what it is? He calls you T-Boy.
Oh, because I'm making cups of tea. It's quite simple.
Does anyone make a nickname based on the amount of turtlenecks that you wear?
James Bond.
So you make them up yourself?
No. People have called me that.
Right.
You got to be able to rock a turtleneck. You can't just wear one and think that's it.
You wear one in every colour. Anyway, that's enough about the fashion. Right, we're going to talk about the Amazon today. Ever been?
No. Nearly went, but didn't.
Oh, why not?
The wife was pregnant, so...
well, whose fault's that?
Another conversation.
The milkman. Right, I'll just give you a few quick facts, and let's see how close you can get to the real deal. In terms of a percent of all known plants and animals in the world, what percent live in the Amazon rainforest?
It's quite high, actually. I'll watch Attenborough. Isn't it something like 70%? Something.
No,
Not as high as that.
25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm down. It's only one forest.
Okay.
25. Well, we'll do another one. Of all the carbon dioxide in the world, how much is taken in by the trees?
70%?
5%. I think you're getting worse. Right, last one. How much of the rainforest has already gone?
70%? No.
20%.
No. Cow, beef, etc.
Okay, stop shouting facts. We'll come to those. So the rainforest is going to be lost in sort of 40 or 50 years' time.
Yeah.
Which I know you're slightly older than me, so hopefully I'll see. I'm not sure you will.
39.
39. Wow.
Hey, and coming back to Mr. Allsop, some kids thought he was 34.
Well, that's his age, isn't it? How old is he?
He's 25 going on.
The sands of time have not been kind to Mr. Allsop, have they?
So, what causes deforestation?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
This is one of the main parts of our case study about why do people chop down the trees in the Amazon.
Yeah.
So one of the main reasons, I've got you to have a guess at the word of burneck.
Yeah.
What do you think burneck is?
I think it's a type of tree.
You'd be wrong. They are actually, it's very close. They aren't a tree, but they are Brazil's biggest logging company. So they chop the trees down. They are chopping trees down like teak and mahogany, at least the latter one. Yeah, oak furniture land. Let's stop endorsing products. Other wood products are available. But they cut down a lot of the trees. Number 2, there's lots of gold and silver under the rainforest and iron ore. So the company called Buenaventura is another big mining company. How good's your Spanish?
Good,
means
good fortune.
Anyone of Spanish origin listening to this, please do.
Bueno.
And we've also got Marfrig. Go on, what do you think Marfrig means?
Well, I thought it was kind of like a settlement area.
Marfrig are a big Brazilian company, and they're in the meat industry. Someone's done some of the research and delving into this. Do you enjoy a good McDonald's? A good Big Mac?
Yes.
I see more of a chicken select sort of guy.
You're wrong.
Am I?
You're wrong.
Go on, what's your favourite?
Quarter pounder.
Really?
Or a Big Tasty if I've just been paid. You've not had a Big Tasty?
I've never had a Big Tasty.
It's like a nice version of a Whopper.
Are we talking about McDonald's?
Yeah, Burger King Whopper. Big Tasty is like the healthy version. It comes with salad.
That you just pick out. Okay. Well, companies like McDonald's and Burger King, they've actually been found to pay this Marfrig company to basically cut down the rainforest to make land for their cattle that they then sell to companies like McDonald's for their burgers.
Okay, yeah.
But it's often sort of illegal land. Often they burn a lot of it because that's the quickest way to sort of clear an area for pasture. So it's all a bit dodgy. But this is sort of commercial ranching. One of the biggest reasons that we cut down trees. About your favourite percent, about 70% of the trees cut down. But there's also other types of farming as well, where they cut down the trees to plant smaller, more profitable trees, often with sort of fruits and things like that they would sell instead. So, what we're going to do, I've got some fruit, some tropical fruit. You're going to shut your eyes, and then you're going to guess what you're actually eating. You haven't got any allergies, have you?
No.
No, you sure? You haven't yet. All right, here we go. Where are we? Right, shut your eyes shut.
Yeah.
You're not peeking, are you?
No, not looking.
So, number 1.
Yeah.
Wow, you're eating like an absolute monster.
Pineapple.
Very good. Right, have another go. Don't look.
What's that?
So you have to eat that bit like an orange. Don't eat the skin. You should see your face.
Passion fruit?
It is passion fruit. It's
Just the
good.
crunchy bits.
Go on, one more. No, that's passion fruit again.
Well, it wouldn't, maybe if you put like different one. Is that one?
That's it, yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Bush took a trial. Oh, I know. A Pinot. A Brazil nut.
A Brazil nut, yeah, excellent. Yeah, you did really well on that. Good.
Passion fruit isn't cheap.
No, it's not. I spent good money on that plate of food. About £4 on there.
So, what are the impacts of deforestation?
I'm going to give you a tweet by the French Prime Minister, Emmanuel Macron. See what you think about this. He says, our house is burning. Literally. The Amazon produces 20% of our planet's oxygen, and it's on fire. Now, that tweet was liked by Leonardo DiCaprio, Cristiano Ronaldo, loads of celebrities. If you give me the primary school version of what trees do, because to quote him again, the Amazon produces 20% of our planet's oxygen. So, go back to primary school.
Yeah.
Mentally. It won't be too difficult.
No.
What do trees do? Why are
They
trees
breathe
important?
in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen.
What do you think is the most common answer I get when I say the Amazon rainforest is going to be gone in 40 years? We will all
Die.
We will all die.
We'll
Yeah,
all
people,
die.
people go from 0 to 100 so
Yeah.
quickly. It's like, yeah, well, we chopped down the rainforest, and that is the only thing keeping us alive, and we will all die. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a fact. I'm going to take you back to school, as it were. Just look impressed. Here we go. Our atmosphere only has, it's 21% oxygen, stop yawning, and less than 1% carbon dioxide. So, are we to believe that trees somehow manage to produce 20% of our oxygen?
There's only one way of knowing, isn't it?
Well, I'm
When
telling
it
you,
happens.
I'm telling you, that is a lie. Photosynthesis happens when carbon dioxide plus sunlight equates to oxygen and food.
Yeah.
But what happens if there's no sunlight? So they absorb oxygen at night time, which is called cell respiration. And as days and nights are of sort of equal length around sort of the equator, all the oxygen they produce in the day, a lot of that is then absorbed at night time. And actually, we chop down every tree and every plant in the world and every scrape of moss. It wouldn't really have any impact on the amount of oxygen that we've. Isn't that weird?
The tree's a bit like a sponge. They soak up the carbon dioxide.
Yeah, okay, right.
That's interesting.
Last few then. Thank you for patronising me.
You are an interesting person.
Okay, no, stop it now. So, if we cut down the trees, all that stored carbon goes into the atmosphere. We've also, rains every day in the rainforest.
Yeah.
Hence its name. It's good that. So that rain goes to the soil, there's no leaves in the way, intercept it before it gets to the ground. So all that soil is going to run away, it's going to erode, cause landslides and things like that. Think that's a big issue?
It depends where you live.
Yeah, what if you lived in the rainforest?
Well, yeah, that's a big issue.
Yeah, if you
Where's
have
the water
uncontacted tribes, all of a sudden, you're there.
Landslides, habitat.
You hit me with key terms. Also, the mining industry, to get gold out of rocks, they often use mercury to sort of separate it. What do you think happens to all that mercury once they've done with it?
Goes into the water system.
Kills all the fish. And then the last one, the Yanomami tribe. They've been decimated over the years. In the 1980s, 40,000 gold miners rushed to their sacred lands that they claim that they own. And they shook their hands to introduce themselves. Why did that lead to 20% of that tribe dying?
Diseases.
Their immune system, nothing like ours.
No.
So just coming into contact with these miners or with these loggers ultimately can kill thousands of these uncontacted people. A lot of the others have been forced out into sort of major cities. They haven't got any qualifications. So what happens to them? They can't get a job.
Homeless, no job. Yeah.
Get homeless, and then that spiral goes on. Drugs, alcohol,
crime,
etc. Well, there we are, that's it. So they're the causes and the impacts of deforestation in the rainforest. Anything that you're going to take away today?
Yeah, manky passion.
Do you want the rest of this passion?
No, I don't.
No.
It's one of your 5 a day.
Excellent.
You can have it for your tea.
Right, that's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. We are not the same person.
That is a different person.